Hello everyone. Today's topic is prepositions. Prepositions in the English language tells us the relationship of a noun or a pronoun to something. They are also called as relationship words, children. They provide us clues and links the remaining part of the sentence together. In English language, prepositions play an important role, children. So there are several important rules for prepositions to remember. These rules relate to how they can be used, which preposition can be used when and where they belong in the sentence. Did you know there are hundreds of prepositions in the English language, but only few of them are used? For example, up, down, near, far, by, at, around, close, always, and so on. With some of these popular prepositions in mind, let us discuss in detail the important rules of prepositions. So let us take the first one. While using a preposition, it is necessary to have the subject and verb before it, and it should be followed by a noun. It can be a proper noun, common noun, pronoun, or a noun group. Never follow a preposition with a verb, children. So, as its name says, preposition, that means it comes before something. Generally, but not always, a preposition must be placed before a noun or a pronoun. Let us understand with these examples. The food is on the table. Here on is the preposition, the table is a noun. She lives in Japan. In is the preposition, Japan is the proper noun. Tara is looking for you, for is the preposition, and you is the pronoun. The letter is under your blue book. So under is the preposition, your blue book is the noun group, children. Now, as I have told you that a preposition cannot be followed by a verb. But if we want to follow a preposition by a verb, we must use the ing form, which is really gerund or verb in noun form, children. Understood? Let us take this example. She prevented me from drinking cold water. So here the preposition is from and drinking, that is the ing form of the verb drink. Understood? Now let us take this sentence. I would like to go now. In this sentence, children, why is the preposition to followed by a verb? That should be impossible according to the rule that we just read. The answer is that I would like to go now. The word to is not a preposition here. It is a part of an infinitive. That means to plus verb. That is to plus go. That is the verb. So to go. So when an object of the preposition is infinitive, that is to plus verb, the preposition is placed after the infinitive, children. Let us take these examples. This is a good hotel to stay at. I need a pencil to write with. So here the infinitive is to stay and to write, and the preposition is placed after it, that is at and with. The preposition must have an object, children. It is not a preposition unless it goes with a related noun or a pronoun that is the object of the preposition, children. Without an object, it becomes an adverb, children, that never has an object. So let us understand with these examples. He is in the kitchen. The preposition in has the object kitchen. You may come in. Here it is an adverb because there is no object. There was a car before me. So preposition before has an object, me. Ram has never seen it before. So here it has no object. So before is an adverb. Understood, children? Now let us read these examples. What are you thinking of? Who were you talking to? By which train did you come? For whom was instructions given? In these sentences, when object of the preposition is an interrogative pronoun, children, what, who, whom, which, where, etc., the preposition usually takes end or the front position. In the first two sentences, it is taking the end position, that is of and to. And in the third and the fourth sentence, children, it is placed in the front position, that is by and for. When the object of a preposition is relative pronoun that, the preposition takes the end position. Let us take these examples. Here is the magazine that you asked for. This is the dish that she is fond of. So notice the position for and of, it is placed towards the end. In some sentences, children, preposition is attached with a verb. These verbs take appropriate prepositions with them, children. Let us take these examples. I hate being laughed at. This I insist on. So here the verb is laughed and the preposition is at, and the second one insist and on. Understood? If a pronoun is following a preposition, children, it should be in the objective form, that is me, her, them, and not subjective form like I, she, their. So let us understand with these examples. The gift was from them. Preposition from followed by the objective pronoun them. The secret is between them. So the preposition between is followed by the objective pronoun them. Understood? So children, these were the few common rules of prepositions. So there are three types of preposition in English. They are preposition of direction, preposition of place, and preposition of time. We will discuss these types of preposition in the next video. Thank you, children.